From 2K Sports to everyone out there, welcome and Happy New Year! With two Hall of Famers, Doris Burke and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce, our reporter. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Here's Musa. Offline with a three. It's an even 3-on-3 break. Three-pointer. Garuba with a rebound. Here's Musa. And he jams it home with authority.
And clearly not enough defensive presence there.
Boy, he just took advantage and a ferocious jam.
You know, but at this level, almost any guy can throw it down on you if you leave him wide open.
Out on his own on the break. Count the basket.
And that nice steal was able to get their break going in a hurry.
It amazes me how quickly you can change ends. You've got to be prepared to sprint the floor.
Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Here's the pick. 5 on the clock. To the wing on the left. He hits it just before the shot clock expires.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
It's an even 3-on-3 break. To the left wing. Knocks it down from distance.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Here's Campazzo. Beyond the arc. Nails it from beyond the arc. Campazzo's got 5 points.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Here's Bellinelli. There's a screen. From downtown, and the three-pointer goes.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
That shot is good by Campazzo.
And defensively, you have to make him work harder than this, or it's gonna be a long night.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Bellinelli can't hit. That shot is good by Campazzo. 9 points in the game.
He still hasn't missed. 4 for 4 to start the game.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Here's Bellinelli. Takes a three. And the shot's off. 1 for 2 in this one. Oh, what a performance offensively.
They're really rolling at that end. Excellent game plan.
Oh, my! Wow! Way up there in the rafters!
No one is stopping that.
Here's Campazzo. He's got 9. Pass to Gonzalez.
Home team foul. Bellinelli. First personal foul. First team foul.
1:25 left in the first. Tries from 6 feet. First shot won't go. Here's Bellinelli. No made baskets yet. There's a screen. Here's the three. After missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2. And the lead just keeps changing hands.
5 times already, and we still haven't gotten out of the first half. Here's
Campazzo. Clock at 6. Garuba, high post. Here's Musa. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
Here's Bellinelli.
Away team foul. Gonzalez. First personal foul. First team foul.
.27 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Wide open. Shot is good. Off the back rim and in. He's got 5.
Well, the versatility he possesses makes him a very tough cover, guys.
Pass to Musa. From the arc. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
There is an imagination, a creativity. This guy's passing drives the offense.
Tie game and some big points being put on the board as we wrap up the first. And we'll return shortly. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
Well, they've really been racking up three-pointers in bunches. They've been so impressive to watch.
And that's what has them ahead in this game. Their floor spacing has been just tremendous.
From behind the arc. Pass to Kaycock. Here's Zizic. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by Ibaka. Here's Hazonia. He drops it from range.
Trading the lead back and forth, neither side is willing to back down.
And right now you love the chess match, right? The ability of each side to adjust to what the other is doing.
Doesn't go for him.
That's an example of great defense. His teammates love that about him. Always why the shooters struggle against this guy.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Number 59.
Well, that's his second foul. Does he take a more cautious approach here the rest of the half?
Second team foul.
And we're now about a minute into this second quarter of play. Ibaka's shot is off. Outside Tucker. And slam dunk by Tucker.
Oh, man, he got fancy with that finish.
He may be trying to provide the spark they need to break this one open. To the left side wing. Here's Ibaka. And as we start up the new year, here's a glimpse at the new power rankings. They've stalled a little bit, looking to get something started and make a move up the ladder.
When I look at this visiting team, they've had a fairly inconsistent season so far, always hovering around the same spot in the rankings.
Already 7 lead changes. These teams are really going after each other.
It's been a brutal game to play, but a fun one to watch.
Ibaka with a screen on Tucker. Pass to Ibaka. Jacks up a 3. Sinks the tray.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Outside Tucker. And slam dunk by Tucker.
That's the type of move that you see in a dunk contest.
Takes great confidence to alley-oop to yourself.
Sure does.
They swipe it. In transition. Very pretty alley-oop.
Great teamwork on that drive, punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
Pass to Hazonia. Over Tucker. The shot by Hazonia, no good.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
This one for 3. Deck with a rebound. Oh, they get a hand on it.
2 minutes.
Here's Zizic. Oh! And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Can you say immediate entry into the highlight reel? Woo, what a dunk, PA.
It's showtime now, man. They've built up a lead, and they're starting to rub it in. There's a minute 47 left to play in the second quarter. Here's Ibaka. Uses the glass on the layup. Ibaka's gotten his second bucket on the night.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
The three is up. And so far in this one, 2 for 4.
Well, after a less than stellar start in the first quarter, you like to see that shot go down.
There's a minute 12 left in the first half of this one. And he buries his first look. It's a neck-and-neck game in Miami. Pass to Zizic. Fires the three. Over to the left wing. Here's Morgan. Launches a three.
Ball is turned over. The ball goes to the away team.
.50 seconds left in the half. Into the lane. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
Terrific design and execution, leading to an opportunity right at the rim.
Away team foul. Bologna. First personal foul. First team foul.
There's 37 seconds left to play in the half. 4-3. Sinks it from distance. He's got 9.
And credit his teammates for feeding him all quarter.
There's 21 seconds left in the second period. Ibaka with a screen on Tucker. To the inside. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Azonia. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. Leading by 5. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
My bed is the best you can buy, but it ain't as soft as their defense right now. They got to shore up that side of the ball.
I think Shaq needs a nap. And let's switch it up. Here's a look at some of the possible contenders. That's it for us. Thanks for tuning in. Now let's send you over to Brian Anderson with the third period.
Welcome back, everybody. Happy New Year's to all of you as we continue our broadcast. Pass to Bellinelli. Lets it fly. Boy, clanks that one off the back iron and it falls. Bellinelli's got 5. Bellinelli's gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Here's Garuba. He's scoreless. Here's Musa. Five to shoot, and there's the screen. Lets the three fly, and the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Lots of room. He's off on that one.
All alone from mid-range. They know he won't miss many of those.
Here's Gonzalez. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Oh, ripped away. Pass to Musa. The three is up. Kept alive. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
Wow, he really fires up his team with his ability to extend possessions.
Third quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in. And he gets it to go.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And boy, that's a terrific start right there.
To the wing, right side. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy. He has 6.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
Oh, they pick off the pass. Oh, he goes up high for the two-handed slam.
Got to give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
Boy, in a tight game like this, that can change the whole tone. It helps your opponent get into a little bit of a rhythm.
Here's Campazzo. He's got 9. Here's Garuba. Hey, how's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
Oh, what ferocity on the throwdown. I just love when he goes up with purpose.
Where was the D right there? The effort lacking big time.
Yeah, and give him credit for taking advantage in a close game. Those are the types of plays that can swing things in your direction.
Right around 3 minutes into this second half.
2 minutes.
Pass to Gonzalez. Banked it in off the glass. Gonzalez has got his second basket of the game.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Here's Bellinelli. He's got 10. Stolen. Here's Musa. Knocks down the long J.
Ooh, finally hitting one from range. That's his first 3 of the night.
Just over 3.5 minutes through the third. Oh, got that one up quick.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Here's Campazzo. Ooh, he's locked in. Drains his 5th shot in as many attempts.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
From downtown. Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Pass to Garuba. Takes a 3. Sends it home from three-point land. Garuba's got 5 points.
The defense really fell apart there. You can't afford to leave them all alone at the arc.
And here comes the break. Here's Campazzo. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
The officials were right on top of that one.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
2 shots.
So he gets them both. 36 seconds left to play in the third. To the paint. And slam dunk by Tucker.
Beautiful setup on the alley-oop.
Great catch, great flush. Tucker's gone 3 for 4 from the floor tonight. Pass to Musa. Six to shoot. Shot is up. The shot, no good.
Listen, that's a shot he can make, but obviously the defense okay letting him shoot it.
And so after 3 quarters of play, some great offensive output in this one. It's all tied up. And time for a short break. Stay right there. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Woo, I'm fired up to see this dish one more time. It's always great to see your 2 guards share the wealth.
You love the unselfishness, finding the best look, and it doesn't matter who's taking it.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the 4th in what is still anybody's ball game. And it's Tucker in at the 3 spot. Here they come with numbers in transition. Out left to the wing. Here's Morgan. Hits the trifecta. Morgan's got his first 3 points of the game.
That's exactly the kind of shooting you need down the stretch to win games.
Pass to Ibaka. Here's Hezonja. Now here's Ibaka. From deep. Drains the triple.
They're going at it on offense. Neither team backing down.
I'll tell you, we have seen great execution from both teams. Neither one giving an inch here.
And they pick up 2.
Certainly not the best look, but I admire the confidence to let it fly.
To the right side. Down low. And the jam by Ibaka.
Well, what he lacks in size for a typical center, he makes up for with all that athleticism. Boy, can he elevate.
And it looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
Poke loose.
Away team foul. First personal foul. First team foul.
Now Tucker. The steal.
And that's 2 awful trips in a row resulting in turnovers.
Right wing. Back to deck. And that one is hammered home.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Here's Kaycock. Nice dish, and the layup goes down.
Another shot right in the lane. That's been their MO this evening.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter. Pass to Ibaka. Shot clock at 6. Here's Hezonja. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
With a tough road ahead, they worked hard to get a good shot.
3-pointer. Deck with a rebound. Boy, this offense has been dynamic and diversified.
Just everyone sharing the ball and sharing the load makes you difficult to defend.
Here's Tucker. Pass to Morgan. Tries again. It's picked off. Checked by Tucker. 1:41 left in the 4th quarter. Six on the shot clock. Here's Hezonja. The 3-pointer off the mark. Out to the wing. Jacks up a 3. Good. That's his 5th bucket in 9 attempts. This is the very definition of a back-and-forth contest.
Yes, neither side taking its foot off the gas. I'm expecting a spectacular finish.
Second personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
1:11 left in the 4th. To the left side wing. And there's a pick. For 3. They get it again. Out to the right wing. Pass to Musa. Shot clock at 5. Second chance effort. Money.
Big time shot, sending his teammates into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together. Everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch.
Here's Bellinelli. Oh, he knocked down the trifecta.
A huge shot. His 3 three-point shooting has been outstanding tonight.
Yeah, he's done more work outside the arc than inside it, and that's not going to change now. They'll ride his long-range game all the way to the end of this one.
Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Now here's Tucker. Defense is right there. And he drives in. Count it!
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
And as a result, they may be facing just a little bit less resistance right now. They are having their way.
Here's Hazonia. No good on the triple. And so they get the victory here at home. Boy, a hard-fought game. They did a great job.
The week is starting off right. Monday night, and 2K Sports presents the NBA. This is Kevin Harlan. I'm joined by Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony. And David Aldridge will be reporting from the sideline. It'll be the visiting team and the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors.
And getting the offense started with a high-quality look down low.
Pass to Singelia. That's a 2 from Bellinelli. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, I was able to catch up with the head coach of the home team. Now, I asked him about trying to slow down Trae Young, and the coach said you have to get the ball out of his hands. He can hurt you with the pass and with his shot. I'm not going to be surprised if you see them blitzing and doubling him a good portion of the game. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Oh, here's Edwards. There's the pick. And the layup's good off the glass.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Now, here's Bellinelli. He's guarded closely. Here's Hackett. Drills it from outside.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Three-pointer. And he's good on the three ball. He's got 5.
Wow, now this is how you want to start your games. Flawless shooting so far.
And the wide open shot from Bellinelli. And it's off from three-point range. It's Edwards on the wing. The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Inside. Lets the 3 fly. No good that time.
And that miss makes them 4 of 5 to start this one. Not a bad start.
Singelia the pass to Hackett. Here's Singelia. Edwards defending. From deep. Singelia can't hit. Edwards looking it over. Offline with the baseline jumper.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Yeah, it's a great look for him. One they'll try and manufacture again. Those are the shots you want him to take. He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
Oh, here's Edwards. Shoots from the line. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
And pro move there. Finds a way to gain some separation against the much taller defender.
Okay, look, that move right there is a product of repetition. He's worked on that, and it pays off over that little larger defender.
Here's Bellinelli. Three-pointer. It's not going to fall. He's taken 4 shots and made 2. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. To the middle. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Driving inside. That one's all good. Now he's 3 for 5 from the field.
Oh, man, he's feeling it this quarter. They should be looking to get him going every trip down the floor.
1:04 left in the first quarter. Outside Edwards. This one for 3. Oh, and he misses the dunk.
And he's going to have a hard time shaking off that miss. Everything was going right. The dunk was lined up beautifully, but not to be.
Now it's back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
Here's the three. That shot missing.
And I like the bold move of going right back at him to return the three, but he just couldn't get it to go.
First personal foul. First team foul.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Bellinelli for three. Bangs home the trifecta. Bellinelli's got 9.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
The offense coming free and easy as we wrap up the first quarter. Up 5. And the second quarter about to get started. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Just stretching out the floor at first. They had the defense scrambling.
Their points came almost exclusively from beyond the arc. And as this game continues, that should open up the floor for the rest of their offense.
Down low, Giffey takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Here's Tucker. There's the drive. And Tucker slams it in.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. They get it back. Over to the left wing. Buries the long-range jumper. He's got 5.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Here's the lob to the hoop. It's stolen. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Booker the pass to Nate. And it's Zizic with the rebound.
And you got to give credit to the D for never giving up on the play and doing just enough to bother him at the rim.
Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Three-pointer on the way. Good on the three-point shot. Here's Courtney. Puts it up.
Yeah, and I think he was surprised to see that pass coming his way and just really reacted too late.
Now, here's Napier. D right on him. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Pass to Tucker. Here's Morgan. To the inside. And stolen by Booker. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Tries it from the top of the key. And good. And it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
Just focusing on the task at hand. That's all you can do.
Yeah, when the game is up for grabs like this one has been, it's all about the attention to detail.
This tug-of-war game continues.
And guys, that's lucky number 7 already in this game.
Now here's Napier. Guarded by Tucker. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. Morgan the pass to Tucker. Here's Morgan.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes. Away team foul. 0. First personal foul. First team foul.
The visitors on defense. Only giving up 6 here in this quarter. Courtney. Over to the wing. To the paint. Clock is at 3.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring. Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Napier's gone 1 of 3 on the night. Here's Morgan. Napier covering. Courtney, that's good. Courtney's got 5 points now this quarter.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
Now here's Napier. 1:03 left in the first half of basketball. The three. Kaycock pulls it in. Napier's gotten just one of his 4 attempts from the floor tonight. Pass to Kaycock. A 3-ball. Courtney, that's good. Courtney's got his 3rd basket of the night.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
To halt the run. Good. Nice play there from Napier. 34 seconds left to play in the first half. Here's Courtney. He's got 8. Here's the 3. The shot, no good.
Old team foul. Tucker. First personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
16 seconds left in the first half of the game. That one goes in.
Nice execution on the inbound. Just how you want to draw it up.
Takes the 3. Trains the 3-pointer. 6 points for him.
Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells the story of how well you are playing team offense.
And that concludes the first half. Leading by 6. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter.
Guys, I want to talk about something else for just a second. Is it me, or have the alternative jerseys around the league? All right, looking back now at that first half, a bit of a hill to climb for the visiting team.
They're proving.
Thank you for being with us.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. On the wing, Bellinelli. Here's Hackett. And a miss there on the triple. Pass to Edwards. The 19-footer is on the money. Edwards got 6. Edwards gone 3 for 5 from the field. That's a 2 from Bellinelli, and they cash in right away with the quick shot. Bellinelli's gone 5 of 7 from the field. That's over 71% actual. Outside Edwards. Shot clock at 5. De Silva. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Outside, Bellinelli. That one is good again. He's 6 for 8 from the floor with the basket.
And shooting-wise, he's been fantastic, helping to build this lead.
For 3, Edwards. No good that time.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. It's stolen by Bellinelli.
Away team foul. Number 41. First personal foul. First team foul.
Hackett. Edwards defending. The quick look, no good that time. with the drive.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
Misses from the corner. It's tipped. Pulls up on the wing. Connects, the jumper drops.
Assisted. Da Silva.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Bellinelli with the 3. It falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9.
The defense a step slow. You can see the results.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Well, Kevin, we are seeing a new generation taking over the NBA. Commissioner Adam Silver says stars can be created much quicker these days. Sports is a meritocracy and talent gets rewarded. With a social media community in the billions for basketball and a global market for talent, new and different stars end up emerging. Kevin?
Which is always good for the game. Great to see. And David, a great report again from you. Thank you. Here's Edwards. To the left side wing. Latrey. Offensive rebound. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Hackett. Edwards defending. Now here's Bellinelli. He's tightly guarded. Off target from outside. Up top, Edwards. 6 points for him. And the 3 off target. On the wing, Bellinelli. Fires the 3. Miss number 4 for him from the floor. 7 for 11 field goal attempts. From downtown. Rebound by Shingelia. Singelia's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Hackett. From beyond the arc and then some. He's got 9.
You just don't realize how difficult it is to hit a shot that deep. That was sweet.
They set the screen. Misses the deep 3-point attempt. Well, through 3/4 of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Leading by 14. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
There wasn't a better pass in the game, almost like he had a sixth sense.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Edwards gotten 3 of his 8 shots to go, around 37%.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Yeah, that's nice execution, running with purpose and creating an easy scoring opportunity off the break.
Fires top of the key. The shot, no good.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
Yeah, right now, he's just in his own head. Not much you can do to try and push through it.
Here's Tucker, and the layup is good.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
Courtney grabs the board.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
Pass to Kakon. Here's Morgan. No good from outside. Outside Edwards. From the arc. Deflects the pass. Tries again. Jump shot is good that time. Edwards gotten 4 of his 9 shots to go. Fires the 3. Courtney can't get it to go.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Drains it from beyond the arc.
The way he can elevate over a defender from deep, very tough to contain outside the arc.
Beyond the arc. Da Silva with the rebound. Da Silva's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Hey guys, well during the break I was able to catch the message the visiting team coach gave to his team. Told his guys, focus up right now. Everybody needs to be on the same page out there. Let's go out there and take this game right now. Big words, guys.
Thank you, David. Elbow shot is on the way. The rebound by Morgan. Here's Courtney. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Pass to Zizic. Lets it go from deep. Courtney, that's good.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
Here's Morgan.
2 minutes remaining. 2 minutes.
There's 1:59 left to play in the final quarter. Morgan's gone 1 of 3 from the field here. Giffey. A 3-pointer off the mark. Here's the screen. Here's Morgan. From outside, off the mark. Morgan's gone 1 of 4 from the field. Pass to Napier. Tries a 3. A 3-pointer is right on target. Napier's gone 3 of 6 from the floor. Here's Courtney. And they come right back with their own 3-pointer.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
No let up with these guys. They're going for the throat now.
Guarded by Tucker to the middle. Giffey. Kaycock pulls it in. Here's Morgan. .52 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Can't drop the tough 3-pointer. Napier with it. Can't cash in from close range. Now here's Tucker. Napier covering. And here's Tucker. Puts up a deep 3. And that one is off. Giffey cans it from downtown. Fires from way outside. Offline. And so the home crowd treated to a win. Some good moments throughout this one, but they have the clear advantage.
Thanks for joining us on a picture-perfect Sunday night for some NBA on 2K Sports. Welcome, everyone. Courtside with two ex-NBA stars, Grant Hill and Brent Barry. I'm Brian Anderson. We've got Allie LaForce on the sidelines tonight as well. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. To the middle. Soft touch off the glass.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
Here's Gonzalez. Hits the trifecta. Here's Edwards. Out to the right wing. Pulls it from 20. Garuba with a rebound. And just about a minute into this first quarter. Here's Musa. Oh, nice fake, but the layup's off the mark. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Thanks. I caught up with the home team's head coach. We talked about star guard Trae Young, their biggest problem tonight. Coach said Young is one of the most explosive offensive guys in this league. We want to make him a volume scorer, force Trae into lower percentage looks. Should be a fascinating matchup, BA.
Appreciate the report, Allie. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Here's Gonzalez, and he drives in.
Powerful. He saw an opening and turned it into a highlight reel.
Man, just sent it down with some force.
And typically, he is not the major force in that regard, but good enough to punish a soft defense on that play.
Edwards, no good.
And even though he couldn't send the shot back at him, he certainly altered it.
Yeah, that's the kind of energy that you want to see on every possession throughout the game.
Here's Garuba. From outside the arc. Oh, can't get it. Misses his first attempt. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
We wasted absolutely no time getting the ball up the floor. Great instincts in transition.
Musa, no good.
Yeah, no, he usually makes you pay from that range.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Here's Gonzalez. Buries it down low. Gonzalez has got 7.
Now that's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference, not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
Now here's Edwards. 2 points. That one goes.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Here's Campazzo. There's a minute 54 left now in the first quarter. To the wing, right side. On target from range. 10 points for him.
He doesn't look satisfied with the lead right now. He wants more, and he looks like he's going to get it.
from the arc. Pure from three-point range.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Here's Garuba. Still no points. 5 on the clock. Here's Gonzalez. Ooh, he's locked in. Drains his 5th shot in as many attempts.
Off to a great start. 5 straight from the field.
Now here's Edwards. The D's right on him. Garuba with a rebound. Garuba's got 4 rebounds now. 54 seconds left in the first quarter. Inside. Pass to Campazzo. And stolen by Edwards. Oh, it's stolen. Here's Gonzalez. 12 points for him. Gets the 3 to fall.
They can't stop him.
Gonzalez has gone a perfect 6 for 6 shooting. Edwards looking it over from behind the arc. Kept alive to the wing on the left. 3-pointer, no good.
Maybe a time to rest him right now. Just give him a bit of a breather. Try to help him get back on track.
The shot no good.
You have to really like his energy getting to the rim there. Shocked that he blew the dunk, but you know most times he's going to posterize his man.
And so the first quarter is in the books. They lead by 6. And back to the start of the second quarter in... If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
Well, you have to credit their effort on the defensive end. It set the tone for this contest.
That defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end. Not getting old here, seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
He takes it in.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. They set the screen. He shoots it. Here's Napier. Buries it from 3.
Napier, 3 points.
And we played through the first minute here in the second. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Now, say what you will about the value of the three-pointer, but those close-in looks are always plan A. Every trip down, get to the paint, get deep, score.
First team foul.
Pass to Booker. Out left to the wing. Goes up and lays it in. Nice and easy.
And they're in a better flow this quarter offensively. And their shooting percentage is steadily rising as a result.
And the jam by Ibaka.
What elevation. He's a smaller but still determined big man. And he likes mixing it up with his impressive vert.
Launches it. It's not going to go for him. He's guarded by Napier.
Away team foul. 0. First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Hazonia. There's the drive. Banked it in off the glass.
They have no answer defensively inside.
The shot. And Hazonia pulls it down.
And even with the miss, that's a high percentage shot for him.
A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. That's Ibaka defending. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Shoots. Boy, clanks that one off the back iron and it falls. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. Ibaka's gotten 4 this quarter.
Their defense just falls apart once the ball goes inside.
3 minutes of action thus far in the second. The shot's good.
When the defense gives you room, take it. Don't pass up the shot.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Driving inside, played it in with a nice touch off the window.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area, huh?
Outside Napier. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. And it's off target. Not sure why he took that one. Pass to Deck. And he dunks it down.
And you can't leave the basket unprotected. Bad things will happen to you.
Yeah, that was just way too easy.
Will not find a higher percentage opportunity than that.
Foul. Second team foul.
1:21 left to play in the second quarter. Lets it fly. Outside Napier. Goes back up. Yes! And it's Booker with the setup. Napier's got his second basket on the night.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
Here's Hezonja. And from the field after that one, 3 for 4 now.
Impressive. Their ball movement has been excellent tonight.
Driving in. Count it. Good. 6 points for him.
Great timing and coordination. Lays it in coming off that pick.
.23 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Oh, it's stolen away. Pass to Booker. Fires the 3. He buries it from 3.
2 teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
Here's Hezonja. 6 points for him. Misses the jumper.
Not a bad shot from the mid-range. The D's giving it to him, and he's usually got an eye in that kind of range.
And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Up by 4. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
You take a look at the home team, you can already see they have the makings of a good team, but they also have things to iron out.
And let's jump back now to our featured game. What a tight one so far for the home team. Glad you could join us.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. The visitors with the ball, trailing by 4. Pass to De Silva. It's intercepted.
Away team foul. De Silva. First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Campazzo. He's scoreless. Here's Musa. Lets it go. 5 to shoot. There's the triple. No luck on that one.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts, but otherwise the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
And that's 2 awful trips in a row resulting in turnovers.
Pass to Garuba. Fires for 3. No good. Got a piece of it. It's 2-on-1 from downtown. Here's Campazzo. 6 on the shot clock. Tries again. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
He put a little flair on that one.
Yes, he did. Man, he's a strong finisher, huh? Edwards for 3. And Musa pulls it down. Edwards gone just 1 for 4 so far. Pass to Musa. Here's the 3. Fires in the triple.
That's one of the best three-point shooters. You got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot.
Team foul. Gonzalez. First personal foul. Second team foul.
Edwards with it. Here's De Silva. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. De Silva's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Here's Campazzo. And he banks in the layup. And here's Edwards. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
The game on the line. Ice Trey is dangerous, man. Young said, I've been owning the moment my whole life. That's what I do. I work too hard to be afraid of the moment. Brian?
Well, Allie, it definitely shows in his play. It's great stuff there. Thank you. The 3 is up. Here's Musa. Knocks it down from distance. He's got 6.
And that's on the defense, giving him a decent look. That's his shot.
Now here's Edwards. Garuba with a rebound. Garuba's got 6 rebounds here tonight. To the paint. Here's Gonzalez. Back to Garuba. Launches a 3. Hits a three-pointer. Garuba's got his first 3 points of the game.
The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the three-point shot.
Shot to stop the run. Knocks down the long J.
And their perimeter shooting numbers have been up since the start of the second half.
Here's Campazzo. De Silva with a rebound.
Well, that's how to protect the rim without fouling. Force him into an awkward release and a bit of an adjustment on the layup.
Just 5 on the clock. Nails it from 3.
He does so much out there to stretch out the defense when he's out on the perimeter, and he drains the triple.
Campazzo, pass to Garuba. 55 seconds left in the third quarter of the game.
And this kind of 6 slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, B.A.
You know, there's an edge the way they play and a confidence they're not afraid to show. Outside Edwards. The 3-ball. That shot off the mark.
Really excellent defense there. They know he's capable of knocking it down from the outside, and they could not have played him better.
Pass to Campazzo. And we've got 28 seconds left in the third. Here's Garuba. Off target from outside.
It's impressive how they've overcome his cold streak tonight. Everyone stepping in to fill the gap.
Fires from deep. Sinks the tray. He's got 10.
All 5 of the last buckets they've given up have been from downtown.
Here's Gonzalez. 15 points in the game. From deep. Shots continuing to fall as we conclude the third. Both teams putting up some points. They lead by 7. And don't go away. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes like this.
The passing for the team becoming contagious, this time involving the big.
Home team ball.
Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Drills it from deep.
And looking to shoot as many threes as possible. This kind of confidence, impressive to see.
And there's the screen. The three connects from downtown.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
Count it.
They're just taking what the defense gives them. And right now, that's the interior.
That three's off the mark. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. The shot by Hezonja, no good. Pass to Napier. There's the three. The offensive rebound to the left side wing. Sinks it from distance.
Back-to-back threes, making their defense work on the perimeter a bit.
Here's Deck. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Left side Napier. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot two.
Man, the defender really went after him.
The away team, Napier.
So he gets them both. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth now. He's guarded by Napier. And a nice finish on the layup.
That kind of looks like a predictable shot, one that they want. The defense has to prevent the ball from getting into that sweet spot.
Let's go with a three. Deck with a rebound. Lets it go from deep. And Booker pulls it down. Booker's got 5 rebounds in the game. Outside Napier. There's a screen. 6 to shoot. Oh, right between the eyes. All net that time.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Pass to Deck. Ibaka against Booker. Back to Deck. Off target at the rim.
You're not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
Second team foul. Substitution on the court.
Here's Musa. 1:49 left to play in the fourth. Gets the 3 ball to go.
That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
3-pointer. To the left wing. Left side Napier. Shot clock at 6. Second shot opportunity. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. He hits the first one, and that brings him with an 8. He's perfect from the line this time. 1:27 left in the fourth. That's tipped. Fires at the elbow, and he knocks the jumper down.
Just a bad time for a defensive breakdown. and he really took advantage.
You might see this in the early part of the game, but at this stage in the game, that's just really something unacceptable. He's a great mid-range scorer.
And the visitors call time here. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Hey guys, over that break, I was able to catch the message that the visiting team coach was giving to his team. He reminded his team just how close this game is, saying, guys, we aren't out of this yet. We still have plenty of time left. Let's go out and execute our game plan, and I promise you, we will win this game. Let's see how they come out of this timeout, Brian.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. Here's Hazonia. No good with the triple. And the ball ends up out of bounds. They'll keep possession.
I'll tell you what, they're really fortunate there. Those long bomb passes usually spell disaster, but they get away with one there.
The three-pointer off the mark.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
And he goes in for the dunk.
They've been battling all night. Now they're on the brink of putting this game away.
No, great job of getting in position to win a game. It's been an all-out effort from the squad.
Three-pointer. And the three-pointer goes.
You got to give them respect. They're doing everything they can to close this out.
Love that the guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
From deep three-point land. So the home crowd happy here as they get the victory. Even early on in this game, they appeared happy.
It's the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge is on our sideline. It'll be the visiting team facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Musa passes to Garuba. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Nice timing on these jumps. He's somewhat on the small side for a power forward, but he just never gives up.
Now here's Bellinelli. Front past the arc. Nailed from three-point land.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Here's Garuba. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Now here's Bellinelli. Defense right on him. No good on the three. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, I was able to catch up with the head coach of the home team. Well, he's worried about a number of issues, and front and center, James Harden. He said James will dissect you. It's hard to speed him up and hard to slow him down. He's their catalyst. But he thinks if they do a good job on Harden, they have a good shot at winning. Guys?
Thank you, David. Going inside, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And Kevin, lots of standing around and watching by the defense that time.
And he makes them pay, doesn't he, Greg, with that emphatic slam.
And guys, that'll get his heart rate up a little bit, I can tell you that. Watch out, he can be a dangerous player when his motor is revved up that way.
Nice shot from the wing. Bellinelli's got 8 points. Bellinelli's gotten 3 of his 4 shots to fall, hitting 75%. Pass to Musa. Here's Garuba. Tavares passes to Garuba. 6 to shoot. Here's Musa. Into the lane. Guys, no one team gaining control early on.
Yeah, and you look at the lead changes. 6 already.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Down low. How's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
Seems to have a knack for hitting guys in their spots. His vision excellent.
Here's Campazzo. Rebound by Shingelia.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
Such a wide open look.
One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
Campazzo, the pass to Tavares. Out to the wing.
Away team foul. Bellinelli. First personal foul. First team foul.
And here in the first, about 3 minutes in, Garuba the pass to Musa.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Clock at 6. Takes a 3. Offensive rebound. For the 3. Down it goes for his 3rd basket in as many tries.
The D just sagged off just enough and no hesitation on his part.
Bellinelli with the 3. Good on the triple. Bellinelli's got 11 points.
Monster quarter for him. He's put the team on his back, trying to carry them to the W.
Here's Musa. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Musa's gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. And the wide open shot from Bellinelli. Carries it from 3-point range. 14 points for him.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
I think they're playing too soft on the perimeter. They can't stay so soft. They've got to get up into the shooters here.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points.
Hey, I thought there was some style there, guys. What are you guys looking at? I mean, it was still a pretty sweet, flavorful one-hand flush.
Here's Campazzo. Hasn't made one yet. Musa can't hit.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Clyburn. From the top of the key, he buries it.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
You're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. From deep, Musa can't hit.
So hard, actually impossible to cut into the lead when you have a guy struggling this badly.
Knocks down the 3 ball.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
Here's Campazzo. And that one released in time, but no good. And a double-digit lead on the scoreboard as we end the first quarter of play. Leading by 10. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
They came in on a mission, razor-sharp offense in that first period.
Yeah, I agree. That was a flawless offensive performance so far. I mean, the shots have been falling. They're making good decisions. That's a nice recipe there.
They've got Yui, and it's Gonzalez in at the 2 spot. We've got Courtney, and it's Tucker in at small forward. 2 points, that one goes. Ibaka's got his first 2 points of the night.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
We've got Hazonia, and it's Yui in at the point. Puts up a 3. The rebound by Morgan. It's tipped. And they're moving it up. Pulls up for 3. Courtney, that's good.
3-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
You know, the only way that's going to turn around defensively is by stopping the outside shot, not getting into a shootout. They're not going to out-shoot out this team.
Now, here's Tucker. Hazonia defending. Tucker can't get it to go. Outside, Gonzalez. The rebound by Morgan.
The only place for shots like that are in shoot-around.
Exactly. I mean, that shot is one you shouldn't even think about taking.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Here's Gonzalez. Nothing on the board. Hazonia sinks the 3-pointer.
And I don't care how far from the bucket he is. You've got to have a man on him. He's just too good from deep.
Here's Morgan. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's his first trip to the line. And he makes the first. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
Free throw shooting is about mechanics, confidence, and your mental approach. He's locked in from there most every night.
Took him no time at all on that one. Dex got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Kaycock, the pass to Tucker. To the wing on the left. Here's Morgan. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Morgan's got 8 points.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
For the standout performers recently, we have a chance now to recognize the Eastern Conference Player of the Week.
And you can see how valuable he is to the team with the amount of offense that he generates. Rarely is there a bucket where he didn't have a hand in creating it.
No good on the quick 3. Here's Courtney. Hazonia defending. Shoots the 3. Courtney can't get it to go. And now, here's Hazonia. Guarded closer. Drills the 3-pointer. Hazonia's got his second bucket tonight.
I like the offensive awareness to exploit that lack of coverage on that play.
Pass to Kaycock. To the inside. Here's Zizic. shooting foul. As the whistle blows, he'll shoot 2 free throws.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Boy, it certainly appears to be the case. I mean, they've spent a lot of time at the foul line this quarter, and that's the result of attacking the rim and being physical.
Here's Tucker driving the lane. The rebound by Ibaka.
You know, you'd love to see him pull that off, but instead he goes from highlight reel to the bloopers.
Here's Azania. They get it again. Here's Huey. Launches it. Kaycock pulls it in. Inside. Has to coordinate. Lets it go with a 3. Hits it from 3-point range. Courtney's got 6.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Got that bucket in no time at all.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Here's Morgan. Offline with his 3. Ibaka looking for an opening. Here's Deck. And he dunks it down.
And I gotta say, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult when they're trailing.
But still a magnificent move to the rim.
I don't care what the score is there, fellas. That's the play we'll remember from this game, clearly.
They get the rebound. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Azania. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. And stolen by Hazonia. Here's Deck. Oh, he got it!
Nice call.
He beats the buzzer!
Count it up!
Oh, big time shot!
How about that?
Woo.
Yo! This is a huge 3 for them psychologically. I mean, you don't want to go into halftime staring at a double-digit deficit. When that thing's in single digits, you feel much better.
They're getting cooked from long distance. Defensively, they have to do a better job of closing out.
Yeah, especially these days.
And now let's take a glimpse at... And that concludes...
So we've reached the end of the first half of play. Up 9. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in just a moment. We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. Here's Hackett. Off target from 3-point range. Here's Campazzo. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
You have to love the unselfishness on display there. Excellent passing.
Here's Bellinelli. And the shot goes in. Bellinelli's got 16 points.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
And cutting into the lead with the big one-hand throwdown.
That's how you get your team back into it.
That might indeed ignite a spark in this team.
Here's Hackett. Green for 2 points.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
A nice shot by Campazzo.
So far, so good to begin this half. They're 3 for 3. Perfect.
There's the triple. Connects from 3-point range. Campazzo's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
That would be 4 in a row for him now as they have come racing out of the gate to start this second half.
Whoa, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the 2-hand slam.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
Here's Musa. Misses the 3.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Now Bellinelli. The layup missed.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
And it's blocked. Campazzo, the pass to Musa. Jacks up a three. Pass to Garuba. 6 on the shot clock. And he jams it with authority.
And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Kept alive. Second chance shot. It's good. 10 points for him.
Assistant, number 53.
Here's Campazzo. 7 points in the game. Tavares passes to Garuba. To the right side. Pass to Tavares.
2 minutes remaining.
Here's Garuba. Shot clock at 6. From out on the wing, he knocks it down. Garuba's got 6. It's a neck-and-neck game here in Miami. They set the pick. Clyburn. Musa grabs the miss.
Well, you know, this is what happens. You can't afford to lose concentration even for a nanosecond.
Out left to the wing. Tavares passes to Garuba. Here's Tavares. The three. A nice shot by Garuba.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
And their defensive rotations have been non-existent.
Ball stolen. Here's the break. Pass to Tavares. Here's Garuba. Can't hit that one. Clyburn. Boom, he jams it straight down.
That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious.
Ammonia strong, we call that. Wear that rim out.
First personal foul, first team foul. At the line for 2, Campazzo.
The first one falls. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Setting up the half-court offense now.
They've got to find a way, not enough ball movement or body movement when they get in the half-court.
Courtney can't get it to go. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down. Neither side has relented a bit in this back-and-forth affair.
And you can sense the energy in the building already as this game is starting to build towards having a terrific finish.
And the home team has possession. A 2-point game. Here's Campazzo. He's got 9. Pass to Garuba. Fires from deep. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And at the close of the third quarter, still a close game, and both teams putting up points in a hurry. Up 2. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard with the pass right on the money.
Terrific versatility coming from a big man. Not something that the majority of big guys possess.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. They've got Yui, and it's Ibaka in at the center. Here's Courtney for 3. It's good from long range.
And those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball games.
Courtney's gone 3 of 5 shooting from the floor. Taken away. And they're on the break. Here's Morgan. Dropped Puts in the tray off the fast break.
And the defense scattered all over the place on the break. Nice job finding the wide open three.
Jack passes to Ibaka. To the paint. Fires for three. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Something's brewing, guys. The three-pointers just continue.
Clark, he just rocked the rim.
Insanity on display right there. Wow.
Woo.
You have got to be kidding.
Hey, talk about taking things into your own hands.
Yeah, he wanted credit for the basket and the assist on that one.
And Kevin, even though they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular, and he did.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it.
I agree. I mean, now's when they need a spark the most.
Kaycott, the pass to Tucker. Here's Morgan. 6 to shoot. He lobs it up. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Well, I tell you what, they've got this team just a step away from being completely asleep.
Launches a three. Courtney can't get it to go.
Away team foul. Morgan. Second personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
Here's Musa, guarded by Tucker. Musa with the bucket.
Man, that's sure got to be a load off his mind after not hitting a single three-pointer in that first half.
And Tucker slams it in.
And he pulls off the Houdini to make that catch and slam it through.
Stupendous alley-oop.
And the crowd got their jaws dropped on that one. Total disbelief.
And the offense starting to click for them this half. They've raised that field goal percentage quite a bit since the break.
Pass to Garuba. Here's Musa. They set the pick to the inside. Lock at 6. From outside the arc, Garuba's shot is off.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Here's Zizic. It's picked off. A minute 50 left to play here in the fourth. Here's Tavares, guarded by Tucker. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind the layup. Come on now. My goodness.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think.
That's exactly how you send it. 2 hands and down.
Here's Musa. Here he goes.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, G.A., the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean...
Oh, he's a high flyer!
Oh, look at that elevation and throw down. Oh!
Oh, that is just unreal. Is this the dunk contest, or are we actually playing a real game?
No, this one counts, Greg, believe me. But confidence to attempt that alley-oop to himself.
Well, he couldn't help himself, couldn't resist. That really was a spectacular play.
Pass to Tucker. 50 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
That for a one-man show. Put this fella on Broadway.
The most magnificent alley-oop we could have seen.
And fellas, he pulled it off to perfection.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Pass to Courtney. And here is Bellinelli. There's a good screen. It's deflected, and that goes out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. 5 on the clock. Here's Zizic.
Can't afford any wasted possessions down the stretch.
It's not over yet.
Pass to Garuba. Here's Musa, guarded by Tucker. To tie it up. It's good! A huge shot to tie it up.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Bellinelli with the 3. Can't knock in the 3. And that's going to do it for regulation. So we are headed to overtime. We'll get right back to the action when we return. Well, 4 quarters weren't enough to decide this ballgame. Sit back and enjoy as we move on to overtime.
Go.
Here's Garuba. We've got Zizic, and it's Courtney in at the 2-guard spot. Right wing. Here's Garuba. Down to 5 on the shot clock. To the middle. It's stolen. Tucker a screen. Clyburn. No good on the triple.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Here's Musa. Sinks the triple.
You've got to give them a lot of credit for just battling back into this game.
Extremely impressive was the rally they made. I mean, we'll see how much their comeback might have taken out of them, and we'll see if they can keep that foot on the pedal now.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Any lull in the action so far has been short-lived because there have been nothing but buckets in this one. You know, he doesn't have the quickness of some guys, but he does see everything, including that opening.
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space.
Well, I tell you what, guys, the young kids like to say, that's doing too much. That falls into that category. That was too much.
Traps in the tray.
And he can take over in a nanosecond. I mean, once he catches fire, it's difficult to squelch it.
Here's Campazzo. Pass to Tavares. Here's Garuba. There's the screen. Back to Hezonja. Clock at 4. And finish off by Hezonja.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long?
Well, that was a great dunk, and we've got a great game here.
First personal foul. First team foul. Checking in for the away team. Number 53. Number 53.
Just about 2 minutes in now to this overtime period. What a game.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs it right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Here's Campazzo. Bellinelli is covering. It counts. He has tied up this game. Oh, what a shot. To the left wing. Here's Tucker. Knocks down the 3.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the deep.
Here's Hezonja. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, and it's no good. Over to the left wing. No good from Courtney. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock.
And overtime has come down to this. They need at least 2 points, or you can kiss this baby goodnight.
They'll be trying to take as much time off the clock as they can.
Exactly. Expect to see longer possessions from this point on.
Pass to Campazzo. It's stolen by Bellinelli. Clyburn.
Oh, big time throwdown with flavor.
That is just nasty.
About the athleticism on that finish.
Lasagna, no good. The visiting club takes the win on the road. And they had some nervous moments down the stretch, but things finally came together.
Hi, and thanks for joining us on 2K Sports NBA action. It's coming up. Joined by Coach Stan Van Gundy and Grant Hill. This is Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce is our reporter. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors.
And now the game is really starting to flow. We should be in for a good one.
Yeah, and it's important to get that first score quickly and establish your game.
Count it from distance.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
For three. And he can't get that one. Knocks down the triple.
Well, that's basically a warm-up three for him. The defense can't allow him that caliber of attack.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Thanks. I caught up with the home team's head coach. I asked him how they'll approach the matchup against James Harden. Coach told me, well, James is at his best going to the rim and operating behind the three-point line, so we want to try and force him to work in that in-between area as best as we can. They'll be following the analytics with that defensive strategy, BA.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. Here's Edwards. He's got 5. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone by. Puts one up from 19. Can't get his first shot of the game to fall.
Well, I'm surprised that didn't fall for him. We know that's a shot he can hit, and there wasn't much resistance either.
Sends it home from three-point land.
When you let a team knock down that many threes, you know you're likely to be on the wrong side of a run.
And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Wow, potent offense. It's been fun to watch.
Just aggressive and effective, taking it right to the defense.
What a start. 5 for 5 from the floor, executing the game plan to perfection at this point.
Down low. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
And he can't extend the lead to double digits. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. No good from outside. Over to the left wing. Pass to Bellinelli. Beyond the arc. Second chance effort. Oh, he tries a three. Oh, can't get it. Misses his first attempt. There's a minute 54 left in the first quarter here. Drops in the three.
Hey, when he's hitting that shot, it really helps the spacing for this team.
Yeah, if you can hit that with regularity, it opens up the floor so much more.
Now Edwards. He's got 5. Pass to De Silva. Back to Edwards. Oh, deflected. Here's De Silva.
And yeah, he still was moving at the point of contact.
First personal foul. First team foul.
So it's the home team now. 4-point game. Offensive rebound. Out to the right wing. Second chance shot. It's Edwards with a drive. And they're going to count that bucket. And they'll send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play. And this is his first trip to the line tonight. We've got 1:08 left in the first. Here's Bellinelli. He's got 5. Puts up a 3. Drains the triple. 9 points in the game.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
There's 45 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Oh, he used the shot fake to create the angle, but he couldn't get it to fall. Out to the wing. The 3. He drops it from range. Bellinelli's got his third basket on the night right there.
It's those kind of passes that bring up the entire team's confidence.
This one for three. Fires the three. He can't get that one to fall. And he ends that fast break chance. An intentional foul. That's a textbook example of the transition take foul rule. Nine seconds left in the first quarter. No good on the buzzer beater. No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. Up 8. Let's take a quick break, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
Well, they've really been racking up three-pointers in bunches. They've been so impressive to watch.
And with each made three, their confidence continues to build. Their opposition might want to change their approach to try to slow them down.
And it's Morgan in at the one. Lets the three fly. Zizic with the rebound. Pulls it. It's picked off. Nails it from beyond the arc.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
The three is up. Zizic with the rebound.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Pass to Kaycock. Here's Morgan. No points yet. And here's Tucker. Clock at 6. Offline with a three. Outside Napier. They grab their own miss. Another shot. Can't get it to drop.
Yeah, well, that's a shot the defense is probably going to let him keep taking.
Here's Morgan. It's good. Only a few seconds into the shot clock.
This dude is capable of some memorable moves. He's showing off and having a little fun.
And there's the drive. He got a piece of it. Takes a three. Hits a three-pointer.
Assisted buckets. Every team wants them. They show you're running effective team offense.
Jacks up a three. That one won't fall. He's 1 for 3 on the day.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
Oh, he missed the chippy right there.
Yeah, that's a missed opportunity. Great look. Just couldn't finish.
Tucker, no good. Napier with it. Here's the pick. Puts up a deep three. An absolute bomb from three-point range. He's got 6.
They're making a few more threes this quarter, trying to cut into that deficit.
Takes the three. Fires in the triple.
And after a scoreless first quarter, he's finding his offense.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Off target with the free throw line, Jay. Pass to Zizic. For three. Good. Third basket in 6 attempts.
3.
Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good.
He's looking pretty unsettled at the moment. Doesn't seem like he has a great feel for his shot.
Outside Tucker. Pass to Kaycock. Here's Morgan. He's guarded by Napier. 6 to shoot. Second chance shot. And Booker pulls it down. Checked by Tucker. Out left to the wing. Outside Napier. Oh, from deep. It's hauled in by Kaycock. 24 seconds left in the second period. Here's Morgan. He's guarded by Napier. Off target from three-point range. In transition, here they come. From behind the arc. The shot, no good. Up in time. Whoa! He just got it off in time.
That was close. Now, he doesn't panic in these situations.
He released it just in the nick of time. What a shot.
Well, I think for the home team, I don't look at win-loss records at this point. I want to see improvement from game to game.
I wish. And let's talk now about the game we've been watching. What a terrific first half for the visiting team. And that's it for halftime.
And so that brings the first half to a close. They lead by 13. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter. Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Guarded by Edwards. Pass to Bellinelli. Here's the 3. Pure from three-point range. Bellinelli's got 11.
As the deep shots continue to fall, you can sense the frustration growing among these defenders.
Launches it. It's hauled in by Bellinelli. Here's the break. And a chance to see the latest edition of the power rankings. Always fun to see where everyone in the league stands. They're having a little bit of trouble right now, hanging in the middle of the league.
You know, right now for the visiting team, they're going in the wrong direction. The good news, it's still super early in the season. Lots of games still to be played and lots of time to flip the switch.
Well, he got to his spot in the mid-range, and that's a shot he's going to make more often than not.
Nails the wide-open jumper. Bellinelli's got 5 points in the quarter, trying to claw their way back into this.
And the best way to do that, minimize your mistakes and take good shots.
He gets it in there.
Well, they're behind, but it's certainly not because of him. He's doing everything he can. He just needs more help from his teammates.
Home team foul. Lucic. First personal foul. First team foul.
Long range from the inbound. He buries it from 3. He has 6.
All 5 of the last buckets they've given up have been from downtown.
Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound. Just flawless timing right there.
Right? The dish, the catch, the flush, the whole thing was perfect. To the inside.
Ball is turned over. The ball goes to the away team.
Fires for 3. De Silva with a rebound. De Silva's got 4 rebounds now.
And that's their first miss after hitting 4 in a row to start the half.
Boom! He jams it straight down.
A bit undersized, his hops make him a legit small ball 4.
Fires from deep. Doesn't go that time. Pass to Edwards. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. And the league has made it clear, Grant, it sees streaming at the forefront of basketball viewing going forward.
Well, B.A., it's a no-brainer. The internet is the future after all, and streaming opens a lot more options for engaging with fans while they watch.
I'm sure they don't want to send him to the line. That has to be in their scouting report.
Nails it from 3.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Misses the 3. Used the pump fake well, but he couldn't capitalize.
Team foul. Number 41. Second personal foul. Second team foul.
The visitors with the ball. Guarded by Edwards. Pass to Bellinelli. There's the 3. Another basket. He's now 6 for 7 in the contest.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else. Well, they have to be thrilled with how reliable he's been tonight.
Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have passed. Great open look there. He's got 12.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Fires the 3. De Silva, no good.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
Puts up a 3. Pass to Bellinelli. Lets the 3 fly. And yes, it's good. He's 7 for 8 now.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Oh, he dialed that one up from long distance. Edwards got 19 points.
Just a heroic scoring effort from him this quarter. He's doing everything he can to will them back into this game.
Team foul. Number 41. Third personal foul. Third team foul.
Here's Bellinelli. No good on the quick 3. 51 seconds left in the third quarter here. The quick look, no good that time.
Well, this has been a frustrating night for him, still without any points.
Three-pointer. The shot that time, not on target.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
He is really scuffling this quarter offensively. Perhaps a little frustration setting in.
Ooh, give him his 5th make of the game in 10 attempts.
Making his mark from long range today. That's his 2nd triple of the half, his 5th overall.
And here's Edwards outside. Score that basket. His 8th out of 9 shots here today.
Well, there's no question he's carrying the load in this quarter, but he's going to need some help.
From deep.
Away team foul. Number 53. First personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
And 3 quarters of play in the books. This one's all but over already. Delivering the blowout. All right, we're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of quarter number 4 next. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. 0 chance to stop that.
Now that is an elite level dish. What a great passer.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the 4th quarter, but stranger things have happened. And Zizic in at the 5.
He made the most of that opening, teaching the defense a lesson.
They set a pick. From outside, off the mark.
That's staying connected to the shooter and timing the contest.
And it's off from 3-point range.
Yeah, there's no reason for the defense to get out on him right now. Just let him keep taking that shot until he shows them he's going to knock it down.
They've had a hard time shutting down the 3-point shot.
Morgan's gone 1 of 3 from distance. And here's Edwards outside. He drops it from range. Edwards got 25 points in the game.
Well, coming out of the half, He's been much more aggressive, helping them space the floor.
He sinks the tray.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Tucker inside. Stolen. Check by Tucker. Releases. The open J off the mark.
And they need his offense right now, but his shot is just not falling.
Here's Morgan. They get the rebound to the left wing. No good on the triple. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. And they're on the break. Here's Zizic. Gets the three to fall.
Yeah, showing off that ability to stretch the floor. Seems like everyone is a threat at the arc these days.
Edwards for three. Oh, he is cooking right now. 10 for 11 from the field.
When this guy starts hitting threes, watch out. He's just pouring it on this half.
Lets it go from deep. That one is off. Check by Tucker. Wing shot on the way. Zizic with the rebound.
When the defense is playing off you like that, you want to be able to convert, but that time he just couldn't get it done.
Jacks up a three. Pass to Kaycock. Poke loose. Just about 3 minutes through the fourth and final quarter here.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Here's De Silva looking to get it going, and he drops that one in.
Good play call and good execution. The offense running on all cylinders.
And so they foul intentionally. Grant, with this new media deal, more broadcasters for the NBA.
You're right, B.A. And the league benefits economically. Hopefully, more innovation on the broadcast side, too, and a chance to even reach new fans as well.
And it's Morgan missing. Morgan's gone just 1 of 5 from deep here. Misses the three. Now here's Tucker. Defense is right there. A little over 3.5 minutes in the books now in this fourth quarter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The three is up. And Booker pulls it down. Booker's got 4 rebounds in the game. Pass to Napier. For three. Zizic with the rebound. There's 48 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Fires away from way outside. He's off on that one. Drains the triple. They can simply hold on to the ball here.
No question, B.A. They deserve the win.
Six on the shot clock. And so it's a victory for the road team in this one. This one wasn't even close. The hometown crowd
Welcome, everybody, to another presentation of the NBA Live on 2K Sports. With Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. On the sidelines, we have David Aldridge reporting. It'll be the visiting team and the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. And it's Gonzalez in at the shooting guard position. Here's Campazzo. Outside Gonzalez. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Yeah, that's a good way to start the game. Nice inside bucket right there.
Now here's Edwards. It's Edwards on the wing. 6 on the shot clock. That one falls. About a minute played so far here in the first. Here's Campazzo. Edwards defending. They set the pick. Campazzo, the pass to Garuba. Out to the right wing. From deep. It doesn't go for him.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. And they're running. Campazzo, the pass to Garuba. He takes it in. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Well, that possession to me highlights the importance of creating for your teammates.
And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Yep, it counts.
Yeah, quick trigger. And from that range, if he senses the defenders have backed off, forget about it.
Musa with the bucket.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
It's stolen by Gonzalez. Pass to Musa. Here's Tavares. Here's Campazzo. Edwards defending. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Talk about hitting the ground running. 4 for 5 to start.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes played. Rebound by Tavares.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
I think expect them to go back to it because that's the kind of shot this offense is designed to generate.
You know we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Lucic. And it's good off the back rim and in. Here's Gonzalez. Great crossover to get free.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Edwards gone 1 of 3 on the night. A minute 20 left to play in the first quarter.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
I tell you, you can't get stops if you're unwilling to put in the work.
To the left side wing. Lucic. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Musa passes to Gonzalez. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip. And guys are making their shots. That's critical.
Oh, here's Edwards. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
Well, this guy cannot get started. And the offense overall has been a struggle because of it.
Offensive rebound. Tavares passes to Garuba. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Just 5 to shoot. And he goes in for the dunk.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
And the shot goes in.
Good job attacking. Those restricted area shots are what every NBA team is looking for.
And after just 1 quarter of play, a double-digit differential on the scoreboard. They're up by 11. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
The offense firing on all cylinders. They dominated that first period.
That's exactly the start you want. You take complete command. Now you've got to maintain that focus.
We've got Hezonja, and it's Ibaka in at the 5, patrolling the paint. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark. Hezonja defending. That doesn't go, and he's 0 of 1 from the field.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Well, the defense deserves to get burned. Absolutely no excuse for leaving him open.
Driving to the basket. Good.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
No question who's been in control of this game.
Boy, they have really taken charge here.
Deck, and the 3 ball is good.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
And we've played just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Pass to Booker. Now Napier. Booker in the post. Working on Ibaka. Shot clock at 6. Shot on the wing. Bucket is good.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Takes it inside.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now.
One of those nights where the wheels come off, nerves seem to be playing a factor.
Here's Huey. Napier covering.
Home team foul. First personal foul. First team foul.
Quarter number 2. We're about 2 minutes in. Here's Azania. They grab their own miss. Oh, and the dunk by Ibaka.
Oh, he is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think. Booker outside. Lets it go with the 3. A rebound by Azania.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
There is an imagination, a creativity. This guy's passing drives the offense.
Hits the three-point bomb.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
Here's Huey, and he uses the glass on the layup.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Now, here's Napier. He's covered closely. Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played, and no good to start the night, missing his first attempt there. Azania, finished off by Hazonia.
And if you look at this first half, overall, they've just had the better shot selection.
And I think, obviously, we see the execution and the willingness to make the next pass so important.
Booker with no one around, and it's good off the back of the rim and in. Booker's got his first basket of the night.
Textbook, nice pass, great catch, even better finish.
Here's Ibaka, and Ibaka slams it in.
And he might be small for a center, but boy, can he jump out of the building.
And the basket by Napier.
And how's that for a move? The killer crossover. It's a thing of beauty.
And there's the drive. No good with the layup. And 1:01 left in the first half. That misses, so no good on his first attempt of the night. They have been really controlling this one.
You never want to be complacent on the floor. That's when you lose momentum.
Well, a tough first quarter for this guy. You like to see the shot go in. Nicely done.
It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far. There's 42 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Here's Huey. A three-pointer, no good. Huey's gone 1 of 3 from the field here. Driving in, and it's blocked by Ibaka. This one for 3, and Azania gets it to go. Azania's got 8 points here in this quarter. Azania's gone 3 for 4 from the floor tonight.
Hey, yo, right here.
Banked in off the glass.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
A wide open look here for Ibaka. No good with the triple. They get a hand on it. A dominating first half of basketball, and so far hasn't been close. Delivering the blowout. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
Please direct your attention.
On paper, these teams are pretty even. So what will be the determining factor there, Ernie? I'm not sure, but they gotta avoid mental errors.
Now we'll take a look back at our featured game. That was quite a performance for the visiting team. And that concludes.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Campazzo, the pass to Gonzalez. Drives to the hoop, and the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Oh, big finish, emphatic.
He hangs on the rim just for good measure. Wow. And it's Garuba in at the 4. And Campazzo pulls it down.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
First team foul.
Here's Gonzalez, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Great finish. What a setup. Terrific ball movement there.
And here's Edwards from the arc. They get it back.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
At the line for the away.
Here's Campazzo. Edwards defending. A nice shot by Campazzo. Campazzo's got 7 points.
A lot to like about the way they're playing right now, but still plenty of time left.
You do like that the offense is humming along. They're putting in the effort to distance themselves.
Pass to Gonzalez. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
Yeah, easy call.
This is his first trip to the line tonight. And he knocks down the first one.
Gonzalez at the line.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. Edwards with it. To the wing right side. Lucic. That 3 off the mark.
Boy, as slow a start as you could have. Just 1 for 4 from the field. They're struggling.
Musa's gotten only 1 of his 3s to drop for him. He's got 5 attempts.
Ooh, this is turning into a slow start here in the second half. Seems like they left that offense in the locker room.
Fires from deep. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. He's got 10.
What a beautiful stroke from range. Defensively, you've got to try to take him out of his comfort zone.
And Garuba pulls it down.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
Pass to Campazzo. An easy 2 points on the layup. Campazzo's got 8 here in the quarter.
And this is what we've come to expect from this guy, right? Not only making a ton of shots, but being efficient while doing so.
Bangs home the trifecta.
I'll tell you, individually, he is doing all he can. But right now, somebody's got to step in and support this guy.
Away team foul. Musa. First personal foul. First team foul.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Lucic.
What a brutal night for this guy, and it is having a ripple effect throughout the team. This is tough.
Here's Musa. Comes up empty down low.
I'll tell you, he's trying to help them extend this lead, but it's been a tough night for him individually.
That 3 off target had some space there after the little pump fake.
He's missed everything he's taken in this quarter, and it's making it very difficult for them to come back.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
This is his first free throw of the game. He's off on the first.
Usman Garuba.
And he sinks the second. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, the league recalibrated its emphasis on fouling during last season. Commissioner Adam Silver said there was a sense that offensive players had too much of an advantage, so an adjustment was made. Fans want great offense, but they want players to be allowed to play defense as well. I think that's what we're seeing. Kevin, it's a welcome change.
Welcome indeed, no doubt about it, D.A. We've got 1:18 left in the third. Tavares gets the bucket. Tavares has got his second bucket.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Lucic. First personal foul. Fifth team foul.
And the first one at the line is good.
And they're doing a better job of working themselves to the line here in the second half.
There's 48 seconds left to play in the third. And here's Edwards from the arc. A shot that time, not on target.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now is massive.
He needs to look to try to drive inside and get going. That outside shot is simply not there.
From past the arc. Good on the triple. Edwards got 5.
Edwards.
23 seconds left to play in the third. Out to the right wing. Here's Gonzalez. Oh, wow. And that one is stuffed right through.
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Oh, nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. Delivering the blowout. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver, and he did just that.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. They've got Huey, and it's Hezonja in at the 3, the small forward.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
Well, credit the offense, though. If you're going to come with casual defensive effort, this team's responsibility is to take advantage, and they do. You know, so much of rebounding is about effort, and no lack of that right there. He had to box out and establish great position.
Well, Doris, both you and I have been covering this NBA for a few years. Just a few years. What do you think of the direction of the league right now?
Just a couple, Kevin. I love it. The league is faster, it's longer, it's more skilled. Scoring is up. There's a crop of young stars. I think the league is in such an exciting place.
Takes the 3. It's not going to go for him.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
For the 3, he gets that one to drop. He's now 5 of 12.
Well, he had trouble making shots in the first period, but rounding into himself here in the second.
There's the 3. It's hauled in by Edwards. Drills the three-pointer.
After an ice-cold start to this game, he is pouring it on here in the second half.
Here's Huey. Edwards defending. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Drains the three-pointer.
Well, they're winning largely because of this guy's play. He has been sensational.
And the league trying to get a bit more competition in the All-Star game. Greg, you got any ideas there?
Well, cash prizes seem to work well for the in-season tournament. Even a little something might help up the ante just a bit.
Yui, the pass to Hazania. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter.
You gotta love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage. From the arc, that shot is in just like 6 others have been for him. He's shooting 7 for 15.
You cannot leave him alone like that, especially from long range.
It's up a 3. Basket number 8 is all good. He's attempted 12 shots.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And right now, Greg, he is doing a great job delivering for this team, productive and efficient.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays. How about the timing? Can be the difference between an assist and a turnover. Nice delivery. When you're not in rhythm with the 3 ball, why do you keep firing from there?
Pass to Deck.
Yeah, clearly a foul of frustration right there.
3rd personal foul, 2nd team foul.
And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Lasagna off target with his 3. Every year, Doris, the NBA has a few points of emphasis they want to make. Anything you'd like to see emphasized?
Yeah, I think, Kevin, one thing that has to happen is we have got to give the defense a greater chance to succeed. We've tilted the game too heavily in the offense's favor, meaning too often at the rim, there's foul shots given for marginal contact. I think the defense has got to become more involved in the outcome of games.
Lets it go from deep, and the 3 ball is good.
Saw the opportunity to put this away, and you could see the killer instinct take over.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some.
Here's the 3. Good on the 3-point shot.
Yeah, they're rolling right now. That lead continues to grow.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
From deep 3-point territory. No good. And so the road team gets the W in this one. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for